like nothing more than a mini Death Star sitting in your pocket just waiting for the right moment to strike? Recently, a Canadian jogger suffered ruptured eardrums, chest and neck burns, and a broken jaw when lightning traveled through his iPod's wires. And last summer, a Colorado teen suffered similar injuries when lightning struck nearby as he was listening to his iPod and mowing the lawn. Interestingly, both victims were listening to Celine Dion at the time, which shows that God has excellent taste. Do you notice how people's faces change when they're listening to their iPods? They get this self-satisfied smirk. Is it just me?
That's true. On the subway, they feel like they're better than you because they're listening and you're listening to somebody beg for money.
Yeah, or they're trying to say like, oh, you know, I'm listening to something really good. This is great. And don't you wish you could hear the kind of stuff I'm listening to because I have great eclectic taste?
So these people should be struck by lightning.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that basically, if you're wearing an iPod right now, I hope lightning strikes you.
Greg.
I don't mean that. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay. Is it time for the Twinkie tax?
Way to take a stand, Greg.
Yes, thank you. In England, they are considering putting a tax on fattening foods. What? Oxford University researchers say charging a value-added tax on foods considered unhealthy would reduce the number of heart attacks and strokes. And that could save 3,000 lives in England each year. England, though, who cares? But is this fair? Aren't we just penalizing the poor who can only afford fattening foods to sustain their miserable existence while crawling around in the filth that is their lives? Greg?
We are penalizing the fat people whose only pleasure in life is that piece of pound cake. You know? You know what? I hate this kind of forced morality where it's like, this is bad for you. You shouldn't do this, so I'm going to make it hard for you to do it because you obviously have no control. You know? It's like, come on, we're adults. Leave me alone.
Greg, you would make the perfect mother.
And you would make the perfect prom date.
Thank you. I see where this is going, and I'm making it happen. Nick, I'm sorry, but the fact is, the people who are going to get hurt by this the most are the people that eat fattening foods they're basically poor people.
They're fat people.
No, poor people.
No. Hey, look, you know, one of the differences between England and America is that this is a free country, and my grandparents all emigrated from Europe where they were starving, and the greatest gift that they gave my parents of my generation was obesity, and I think we should all be free to eat whatever we want, and if we want to have 3 pound cakes a night, let's do it.
I agree completely. Alicia, what do you think?
I mean, who are the Brits kidding? They drink for lunch, they smoke all day, and you want to do a fat tax on fattening food? Give it up.
Yeah, what is next? Are they going to start taxing our cigarettes?
God forbid.
Darn them.
Yes.
I just feel bad for those poor people that we keep rolling that B-roll.
Oh, that's funny. That's a good point. You know, when you have to do a story on obesity, you always got to have tape of fat people. And I wonder if those people...
you never show the faces.
You can't show the faces. But somewhere somebody's going, that's me. I was at Kmart when they filmed that. I recognize the stain.
Oh my God, those are my stretchy blue pants. That's my elastic waistband. How did they find me?
There's only so many people that still wear Zubas.
Yeah.
They'll find themselves.
All right.
Yeah.
We're all going to hell.
I know, we are all going to hell. All right. Men do it with one hand. Women do it with 2 hands. What am I talking about?
I know.
No, not strangling geese. I'm talking about driving. Researchers did a survey called The Secret Life of Cars, and what they reveal about us. They found that the average male driver cruises with one hand on the wheel because he considers a car as part of himself. Females are more likely to grip the wheel with both hands because they think their car is a separate entity. Interestingly, transsexuals prefer to steer with their legs. Women also are more likely to name their cars. Did you ever name your car Janice?
Oh, no. No, I did not. And we all know that that's the reason why. You guys all need a free hand when you're driving, right? For whatever reason.
I don't know what you mean. Could you explain it by drawing it here?
You show your wife the map and...
I have to say, as a former Ford Escort driver, as a man, I'm just glad to learn that a car is not an extension of my penis.
It would be a poorly constructed penis then, wouldn't it? We've got to go. I got to take a break. I want to say goodbye to Nick Gillespie, editor-in-chief of Reason. A charming, nice man. Please come back and stay longer. We'll have some crumpets or something like crumpets. Still to come in the next 30 minutes, Andrew Levy's halftime report. And it's another incident of an annoying kid on a plane. What happened? Well, you'll have to stick around and find out. It will blow your brain across the room, and it will slither to the floor.